Welcome to One India News Hour. Multiple risks are associated in the multi-cloud computing environments. Rapid digitization brings new security challenges. This means going simply with the words of consultant or the solution partner, whatever they suggested, without keeping a CTO in the organization. It is true that the organizations get huge incentives from the cloud service providers for selling their solutions. Their approach is to help you to adopt to a holistic security approach across your network, clouds, applications, data users and endpoints, that is starting from infrastructure as a service and platforms as a service to software as a service offerings. The approach is they suggest the technologies that would be best suited to your organization's IT environment to prevent, predict, detect and respond to threats and simplify your operations. Also, it speaks on the service offerings including building security into your digital initiatives from the onset so you are secure by design as you transform. Now, let's understand the real issues. How to protect data across all your cloud environments. The problem arises when they start recommending for a multi-cloud strategy to offer business and technology benefits. More and more you are likely to transition your processes, applications and workloads to the public cloud, committing to minimize the risk to your business and ensure you remain compliant. Organizations of all sizes need to implement robust data governance models and policies. Data governance defines exactly what data an organization has, how it is used, how it's managed. Let's look into today's headlines in One India. Microsoft eyeing to acquire Discord for more than $10 billion. The COVID-19 pandemic has boosted the prospects of gaming companies as people stayed at home and tuned to video games for entertainment during lockdowns. Discord, the San Francisco-based video game portal, lets its users communicate through video, voice and text. During the pandemic, it gained popularity. With more than 100 million active users, Discord is adding new communication features to return to a place to talk that being merely a gamer's platform. Microsoft is eyeing to acquire video gaming chat community Discord with a $10 billion deal. Telegram raises $1 billion through bond sales to multiple investors. Messaging app Telegram has raised $1 billion through bond sales to multiple investors, founder Pavel Durov said. The funding round included a combined $150 million investment by Mubadala Investment Company and Abu Dhabi Catalyst Partners, which is part owned by the Abu Dhabi State Fund. Although the company did not provide details about other investors but said they are some of the largest and most knowledgeable investors. There is a spike of almost 300% rise in cyber attacks in India in 2020. With the increase in online activities including e-commerce and digital payment systems, particularly during the lockdown imposed to check the COVID-19 spread, cyber attacks rose by almost 300% last year in the country to reach 11,58,208 compared to 3,94,499 in 2019, the Union Home Ministry told Parliament on Tuesday, citing the data from Computer Emergency Response Team, that is CERT-IN. The experts blamed a lack of cybersecurity awareness for phishing and malware attacks. Centre sells 26% stake in Tata Communications for Rs 8,846 crores. The central government has raised Rs 8,846 crores through the sale of its 26.12% stake in Tata Communications. The government said that it sold its 16.12% stake through an offer for sale to retail and non-retail investors and 10% stake to Panatone Finvest. The Tata Communications was formed after Tata Group acquired stake in 2002 in erstwhile Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited set up by the government in 1986. The government had cut its disinvestment target for fiscal year 21 to Rs 32,000 crores from Rs 2.1 lakh crores previously. ServiceNow to focus more into RPA by acquiring startup IntelliBot. US-based digital workflow company ServiceNow has agreed to acquire Hyderabad-based robotic process automation startup. ServiceNow plans to develop 2 new data center facilities in India by the first quarter of 2022 and double its staff in the country within the next 3 years. The company said RPA enhances ServiceNow's current automation capabilities, including low-code tools, workflow, playbooks, integrations with over 150 out-of-the-box connectors, machine learning, process mining, and predictive analytics. TRAI to publish list of companies who failed to comply with new SMS norms. TRAI has implemented the norms after extending the deadline earlier this month, but asked telcos to not scrub out messages from unregistered entities. The TRAI is likely to publish a list of organizations who have failed to comply with the new SMS norms aimed at curbing spam messages. Earlier, it had extended the deadline for implementation of new regulations after it caused a disruption of crucial SMS services. As per the latest norms, every SMS must be verified before delivery. Indians should be allowed to have crypto as an asset class, says Nandan Nilekani. Backing cryptocurrencies as a store of value, Infosys co-founder Nandan Nilekani said that Indians should be allowed to have them as an asset class. Crypto as a transaction medium would not work as fast as UPI but has enormous capital, he said. Nandan is one of India's most prominent technocrats and has played a central role in building India's digital race, be it Aadhaar, the UPI payments infrastructure, GST and FASTag. Government to track WhatsApp chat without breaking encryption. The government has found the solution to trace messages on WhatsApp to its origin without breaking end-to-end encryption. It has suggested that WhatsApp assign an alphanumeric hash to every message sent through its platform. The hash would travel with the message and allow the government to trace the original sender in case of any illegal activity. With this, the originator of the message can be traced without breaking the app's encryption, as the hash can go along with the message. Bengaluru-based Flowbiz raises $10 million from Elevation. Bengaluru-based digitization platform targeted at small and medium businesses, Flowbiz has raised over 72 crores, that is $10 million, in Series A round led by Elevation Capital and existing investors Green Oaks Capital and BNext. Its flagship product is MyBillBook, a billing and accounting app used by over 3 million SMBs. Flowbiz CEO Rahul Raj said funds will be used to grow its trader base and personalize MyBillBook. VMware's new partner program excites many as the game changer. VMware's new customer lifecycle incentive program will give partners a flat incentive to provide technical assessments, proof of concept and partner-to-partner joint cooperation. The program is available to all advanced and principal VMware partners. Further, the new channel program, VMware has gone from providing 5 incentives to 13 incentives across the customer lifecycle in a move to support the channel's transition with VMware towards software as a service and subscription. COVID Watch. As per the Union Health Ministry, 4.85 crore people in the country have received COVID-19 vaccines so far. 32,53,095 people were vaccinated in the last 24 hours. Government has formed a national expert group on vaccine administration which guides us on vaccination. To conclude, the cloud presents some unique vulnerabilities. The cloud brings equally new challenges in terms of both integration and security. And keep in mind, that's just the cloud landscape in a singular sense. What about organizations with many public, private and or hybrid clouds? The emergence of Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform has given choice to this space. As a result, multi-cloud architectures are introducing new challenges to already complex security models, leaving cloud operators and admins alike scratching their heads in terms of developing the right security posture. Multiple cloud computing brings potential security risks to the organizations. Before jumping into multi-cloud security, let's consider what security is and why it is important. One of the most simplistic ways to describe security is that it's basically insurance, which is true to a point. Insurance is one of those services that you buy hoping that you never have to use it. Likewise, rarely do organizations implement security programs because they want to, but rather in anticipation of a breach. The key point here is that a proper security program is proactive. It actively helps organizations avoid threats to their data, employees, and reputation. An organization that takes security seriously can turn it into an asset that enables the business. This means viewing it as more than just a part of a risk management portfolio. Finally, accessing management is one of the most critical areas of cloud security, and organizations need to plan very carefully to ensure a sound security posture. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.